This is the introduction about our company description, which is about core values. The first is sustainability, to reduce waste and energy conservation. Next is about the innovation, where we will use the latest technology to improve the process of production. Furthermore, is about the transparency, where we will maintain the open communication with all the stakeholders. And lastly is about the collaboration, where we will working closely with all the employees. This all about the activities company that will impact the environment. First, the waste management, which can reduce the landfill use. Next, the energy efficiency, where it can reduce the energy consumption. Next is about the renewable energy activities, where it can reduce the carbon emission to the environment. And furthermore, it's about activities results conservation, where it can reduce the waste and consumption. And lastly, the activity is climate change mitigation, where it can reduce the carbon footprint of the operations.
These are the environmental policy statement that will be followed by our company. Environmental policy is actions taken by our company in response to the consequences of our company's activity on the environment. This includes actions intended to lessen the negative effects from our company on ecosystems. The first policy is compliance, where the company will be needing to follow all applicable environmental laws, rules and guidelines of Environmental Quality Act 1974. This law clarified about the pollution prevention, abatement, control and environmental improvement in Malaysia. This act also prohibits waste from being released into the environment when it does not meet the acceptable standards. Second policy is to prevent pollution, where we will establish regulations in place to reduce the amount of air pollution and wastewater in our company. In this matter, the company need to identify the source of pollution and find an alternative to reduce the waste emissions. Other than that, we will also maintain compliance by routinely monitoring and reporting pollutant levels. This action will be done every once a month to justify the improvement of the policies. The third policy is sustainable resource use. Sustainable resource use is a practice of using natural resources. So in this company, we will encourage waste minimization, energy efficiency and environmentally friendly purchasing methods in this company. Other than that, we also encourage trash reduction by implementing recycling programs and improved material management. This policy will help to preserve the environmental and reduce pollution as well as protecting human health and ecosystems. Next is employee engagement. The company will encourage and enable staff members to take part in our environmental projects. This policy will increase the impact of the EMS as it is practiced by all of the employees. Fifth policy is stakeholders collaboration, where this company will be working together with stakeholders to advance sustainability across our value chain. Our company's dedication to environmental sustainability will be demonstrated through open and honest communication with stakeholders. Apart from that, working on environmental projects with NGOs or local communities would improve public confidence and the reputation of our business. Lastly, continuous improvement. The company needs to set quantifiable environmental goals, evaluate the success on a regular basis, and keep improving the EMS. So, to diminish our impact on the environment, we aim for continuous improvement and lower emissions from these initiatives.
I am Madonna, so I will talk about implementation plan. First is structure and responsibility. Environmental Management Committee will be led by Chief Sustainability Officer and it have three tasks: Compliance Department that will help to report in the result, Human Resources Department that will do environmental training program, and Operational Department will do the waste management practice. Resources allocation, our company will need 800,000 for environmental project and investment. Our company will do the renewable energy and also eco-friendly machinery, and we will hiring 3 persons for environmental and training awareness and competence. The new employee in our company will have environmental policy and risk, and they have two workshops like ethical resources use and waste handling procedure. And the refresher courses we do each after and evaluation. Our company have EMS documentation that help to organize the electronic database for policy and reports. Next, we also have document control that we do the revision tracking each of the year, and also operational control like energy saving measure and also waste segregation process, emergency preparedness and response. From that, we know about the chemical spills, water and air pollutants. Our company also have evacuation procedures and also emergency contact. The drills we do twice a year in our company so that we can get the feedback and we can improve it. We also have the collaboration with the local emergency service.
Policy evaluation is a systematic and objective process to assess the effectiveness of a policy. It helps to identify which areas that can be improved or adjusted to achieve its intended outcomes, and to prevent negative impacts or side effects of the proposed policy. Firstly, this proposed policy will incorporating environmental issues into business management by adopting sustainable practices and comply with environmental regulations. This will causing the production cost to increase and providently can also increase their property values. To maintain these impacts, collaborations with clients and other stakeholders providing training programs and assess skill gaps among employees are essential. Next, this proposed policy is expected to decrease the negative impacts to environment. These include less emissions of air pollutants, decrease the use of landfill, reducing greenhouse gases, and using more sustainable resources. Lastly is the social impacts. This proposed policy should increase the involvement of the higher-ups and engagement with the employees. Company reputation shall be improved as well as the confidence of the stakeholders. Then, to achieve long-term economic growth by investing in green industries.
In conclusion, 2E Sedan Berhad is fully committed to minimize its environmental impact through proactive and systematic implementation of our environmental policy. Besides that, 2E Sedan Berhad also fully committed to adhere to the environmental regulations while continuously improving our efforts to reduce waste, pollution, and conserve energy. And lastly, 2E Sedan Berhad fully committed to sustainable resources conservation, not only just set us as the leaders of the industry but also for the contribution to avoid the global climate change.